DU Portfolio is an excellent platform that provides members of the DU community with an easy-to-use and easy-to-learn tool for quickly creating mini websites and electronic portfolios that showcase your work. Once you've gotten the general use of the platform down, you'll likely find yourself wanting to push your page designs to include visual design elements and interactivity that isn't immediately possible with the included tools. During this tutorial, I'll demonstrate ways to leverage the baked-in tools of DU Portfolio to enhance the visual design of your portfolio sites. If you don't already have previous experience using DU Portfolio, please be sure to complete the Getting Started with DU Portfolio tutorial before continuing this video. You can find this guide on the OTL website in the Academic Technologies tab and by exploring the DU Portfolio knowledge base articles. One of the first places where you can customize parts of your portfolio is in the Banner and Photo tool. This is where you'll edit that banner that you'll see across the top of every page of a DU Portfolio site. And from in these editing tools, you can change the banner that shows up across the entire banner area. You can also change your individual profile photo. You could elect not to use a profile photo at all by deleting the one you've uploaded or just not uploading one to begin with. You can also change the text properties of your banner. This means you can change the color of the font in your banner, you can change the font that's used for it, and you can change the size. And any changes that you make here, you do need to click the Submit button in order to save those changes. You can also change the name of your portfolio. This is what people will use when they search for your portfolio when they're logged into the platform, but they'll also be able to use your direct URL to find your portfolio. You can also add a tagline or change the tagline if you choose to use one there. Another option with customizing your banner is to change the alignment of the content. You can have your banner content be aligned across the center, like mine is here, or along the left or to the right. You can also choose to have social media networks provided on your profile. I don't have any included here. These will automatically show up as little icons in that banner on every single page. Once you've finished modifying your banner, you'll need to use the breadcrumb on the top left to return to your portfolio view. Another way that you can customize or edit the design of portfolio pages is by changing the page layout. When you look at a page for DU Portfolio, it's set up in a stacked column by default, one column, where you can create content items and then move them around in that stack. But you can change that layout to any of these preset layouts that we have provided. So you can create a 2-column equal layout, a 2-column varied layout, 3 equal, 3 varied, or 3 stacked. This 3-column stacked layout is nice when you want to create a visual banner that isn't the same as the one that includes your name or your title of your portfolio. So for example, you'll see here, this is a 1-column stack, but I didn't necessarily need to organize the content below it into 2 columns, so I left this as a 1-column layout. But if I had wanted this content below to be in 2 different columns, I could have chosen this 3-column stacked option. Once you have columns on a page, you're able to stack content items inside of those individual columns. Once you've created pages in your portfolio, you'll need to add content to those pages. And the pages are identified with these tabs that you see in my portfolio across the top. And the other navigation option is to have those tabs across the side or along the side of the portfolio. You can change your navigation placement and the overall settings for the portfolio. You can also change a few other things about the overall style and design of your portfolio from here, including header styles, some of the overall portfolio details, and a couple of different things about how your portfolio can be found. When you create content in your portfolio, anything that you select, any type of content that you choose to add, will actually pull up a rich content editor, which works a lot like Word or like PowerPoint if you're familiar with either of those. And in a rich content item, you can add text, images, files. You can change the alignment of those things with each other. So you might add a bunch of text and then put an image in there and have the text aligned to the left or right of that image, for example. You can also display a PDF in a line. So that means that it will visually embed on the page rather than being a link that someone would click and download if it were uploaded as a file. You can embed different media using these tools. And you can also access the source code or HTML for a rich content item that you create. Once you've created a content item, you can modify that item by accessing that rich content editor window again, using the pencil icon that shows up to the top right in the corner of the item that you've created. To edit the HTML for that item, you'd enter that source code view and make changes using code here. If you are an advanced HTML user and you'd like to do some interactive elements using JavaScript, you'll need to be sure to use Bootstrap 4, which is a framework that the DU Portfolio operates on. But if you are not an advanced HTML user and aren't interested in using Bootstrap 4, you can also just make edits in this rich content editor, and those will appear on the page once they're done. So what you're seeing here is a content item, a rich content item, where I've included some text that I formatted to be 18 points in size. So it's a little bit larger than the default. And I've also uploaded an image, which I've aligned to the right of the text. You can edit this image using the tools in the Insert Edit Image toolbar, or you can use the ones that show up right below it when it's selected. Now that we've practiced selecting, applying, and modifying new content items and designs in our portfolio pages, I hope that you'll feel confident and ready to start enhancing the design of your own content. Please be sure to visit the Reflective ePortfolios page of the OTL website for more resources and tutorials. And use the contact information that's provided there to let us know if you have any questions along the way.